Join me as we paint a beautiful landscape using watercolor. The sketch for this painting is provided here. You can copy it onto your paper before we begin. I start painting the sky using ultramarine and I'm working with the wet on dry technique. As I paint, I leave a few areas untouched to preserve the white of the paper. These spaces form the clouds just as you see in the video. You can see clouds at the center and on the right side of the paper. We won't add too much details here, instead we let the paper dry completely. Once the paper is fully dry, I start painting the mountains using a mix of ultramarine and a small amount of burnt umber. I add more water to this mix. Uh, this is because I want this wash to stay wet for a little longer. This gives us enough working time to add green tone before the first layer, that is this blue layer dries. Next I mix olive green with a small amount of ultramarine and burnt umber and I apply this onto the wet wash, leaving some areas as the original blue. This creates depth and dimensions in the mountains. While painting the mountains, we should be careful not to paint into the sketched area. You can see where I left the blue, that is the first layer, left untouched. I have shown that using arrow marks in the video. Next I mix olive green with a small amount of burnt umber and add water to the mix to paint the meadow. I want this area to stay wet for a little longer because we are going to add some shrubs when it is still wet. Now I'm mixing olive green with a small amount of burnt umber and using a darker value of this mix, I paint the shrubs. Since the first layer of green is still wet, adding this darker value allows the detail of the shrubs to blend naturally without forming any hard edges. Now I'm using a darker value of the same mix to paint the grasses near the stream of water. Next I use a light value of ultramarine to paint the stream of water. While this stream layer is still wet, I apply a mix of olive green and burnt umber along the edges. You can see excess pigment got collected near the tape, so I lift it using waistcloth. Then I reapply the same mix of olive green and burnt umber, and we have to add only a very small amount of burnt umber with olive green, or otherwise you will get some brownish shade of green. So use only a small amount of burnt umber when mixing with olive green. Next, I use the same mix of olive green with small amount of burnt umber, and I use it to suggest patches of greenery along the stream. After painting the green patches along the stream, I sprinkle some table salt in the foreground to create some texture, suggesting small white flowers. Next step is painting the cabin near the mountain. For that, I first use burnt umber to paint the cabin. Then, using ultramarine, I paint the shadow areas on the cabin. I assume that the light source is on the right side, so the shadow of the roof falls on the wall. Next, I mix burnt umber with ultramarine to create a muted green-gray tone, which I use to paint the roof. Then, using a darker value of the same mix, I paint the walls of the cabin. Again, for the roof, I use a light value of the same mix, that is ultramarine and burnt umber. After painting the cabins, I let it to dry completely. Next, using a darker value of ultramarine, I define the deeper shadows under the roof. Next, using a fine detail brush, I paint some grass in the foreground using a mix of olive green and small amount of burnt umber. I start with a light value to paint those grass, then I move to a medium value to add more depth, and finally use a darker value to build the layers. That's it. We have completed a beautiful landscape painting. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more watercolor painting content. See you in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.